bear in mind.
Temper, temper.
Don't be cute. It doesn't suit us. Did you bring the cigarettes?
Oh, I brought the lungs.
You were meant to bring the cigarettes, like usual.
I forgot the shopping list. It has been a while.
A decade or two.
Or 5.
Is no excuse for neglect. This gathering is codependent. You've let us down once again.
It doesn't matter in the scheme of things.
You know me, dearest sister. What am I?
Frigid.
Close. Boring. Charming.
Selfish.
Careful now.
A bitch.
Focus.
Rude.
Enough!
You're a creature of comfort.
Exactly. So why would I care about your great scheme of things?
Schemers run the world.
Temporarily. They run the world temporarily until another schemer comes along.
They have a scheme.
They always have schemes. It gives them purpose.
Not for much longer. You don't smoke.
I am aware.
So why did I need to bring cigarettes? For atmosphere?
I thought it'd be nice for Lan. Keep her calm.
She's so
Fragile.
weepy. The little lamb won't stop bleating.
Pathetic. Leaves a foul taste in my mouth. Like breathing straight from an exhaust pipe. This should have been over with years ago.
I think she's cute.
But they never listen to me. I'm too impulsive. Burn down one Scottish township and they brand you for life.
I've never had a pet.
Stop pulling their limbs off, they said. You've had your fun, they said. Children will just make you feel bloated in the morning.
Can I?
What?
Can I keep her?
If we didn't let you keep a puppy, what makes you think we'll let you keep a human?
Hindsight?
Pardon?
Maybe you see I would have been happier if I had been allowed a puppy.
My dear sister, I like your unhappiness. It smells like burnt flowers.
Yours smells forgettable.
I'm sure there are many crippled and badly scarred men out there who won't be forgetting me anytime soon.
So desperate for attention, begging and clawing for it.
Watch your tongue, Miss Pris, lest I make you swallow it.
Bite it? The phrase is lest I make you bite it.
I wasn't speaking metaphorically.
You won't make me do anything.
Are you calling me predictable?
I may stand here with you, but my mind wanders a lot further down the road already. Tongue isn't on the menu for tonight.
You should write for a crossword.
I prefer join the dots.
You always were an artistic soul, even after we burned it out of your chest.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
Trapping swine. I see you received my present.
She's perfect.
You can't keep her. Why do you need another pet when you have such a loyal bloodhound over here?
It was like this when we arrived.
I brought the lunch.
A heart was too much trouble to get.
Oh, he forgot. He broke it when he saw me. Left it for some lucky beastie to find as a midnight snack.
Savages.
I'm sorry.
Don't be, my love. I could never stay mad at such a nun.
Are you quite done? Unprofessional.
Are you that impatient to unwrap your present?
I am.
Very well. Give her sight.
She's a little stringy.
She smells like caramel.
An underage consumption. We've had better.
Give her a chance.
Hey. Have you ever eaten one of your teeth in your sleep before?
Sister.
What? I'm just making conversation. They look so delicate. No? Oh, that's boring. Can you do it now?
What?
Eat one of your teeth.
Why?
Just cause.
You're so simple. Don't you know anything about humans? You have to ease her into it. Ask her about her day, what she wants for dinner, her sex life, and then you can ask her to eat one of her teeth.
I'm
Rusty, horny,
starving,
mating,
aching,
crying.
scared.
How anticlimactic.
Give her some room, vultures. Let her breathe and eat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Irony.
What are you doing? You can learn a lot about a person by watching them eat.
Oh. What? I don't see the appeal.
Of food?
Of you. I think you've lost your touch.
This is your biggest failing, sister. Your lack of accountability.
I beg your pardon.
You want everything to go so smoothly that you take away what slim chance they have. Where's your sense of a fair fight?
They're apes. Where does your unlimited supply of apathy for them come from?
You're jaded. Sit down and shut up. Eat.
Who are you people?
Depends who you ask. To some, we're the weird sisters.
To others are nature's sprites.
Some misguided fools believe us to be vampires, succubi, angels, demons.
But above all, we are most certainly not people.
I don't believe it.
Eat.
You're kidding.
Do I look like someone who is kidding? I will promise you 3 things. The first is that I will never lie to you. And the second is that you will not enjoy angering me.
And the third?
Is that your life most certainly is in danger.
Ooh. This is all very well rehearsed and convincing, but you can't fool me. I didn't have that much to drink. Lily put you up to this, didn't she? That bitch thought it'd be funny. Pretend to kidnap me and have 3 lesbians pretend to be witches and what? Boil me up in a cauldron?
Have we ever boiled anyone in a cauldron before?
I don't think so.
Was it because I slept with her brother?
Does that make it easier to swallow?
Always so protective over him. Hides her away from all the girls. Waste of a good face.
She sure has a lot of words in her for someone so small.
Look how happy it makes her. It's like Christmas. A sexy Christmas. How did you get me here? I don't remember leaving the club.
Oh, that! I killed your friend and left her in a pool of her own piss and vomit. You were too busy fixing your lipstick to notice.
You don't have to be so crass.
I promised I wouldn't lie.
I think I had one too many drinks.
I'm inclined to agree.
Typical Anglo-Saxon. Can't hold their liquor. Just like Churchill.
He could have held his liquor if his liver hadn't started eating itself.
Smoking will do that to a body.
Churchill?
He preferred Winston.
As in the Prime Minister?
Yes, dear, as in the Prime Minister. Do you know any other? Keep up.
But
We're old, sweetheart. Very old.
we do moisturise though. How can this be happening?
We only clean up the messes you people made! Hiroshima, Auschwitz, Waterloo, Melbourne!
That hasn't happened yet.
All right. Maybe not Melbourne yet, but the point remains. What do you think all those innocent people were saying? How can this be happening?
That's enough!
You people brought this upon yourself!
Not one more word. Now eat. We will begin soon.
Begin what?
Your trial, of course.
Trial?
A trial is typically associated with a democratic government. A trial is comprised of a defendant and a prosecutor, each arguing their case to an impartial judge. Commonly, the defendant is a citizen of the state who has been accused of breaking a law by the prosecutor. Through due process, the prosecutor and the judge and occasionally a jury will assess whether the law has been broken, and if so, what punishment is fit for the guilty. Crane and Schmidt, 2002, Contemporary Legal Definitions.
How succinct.
I don't understand.
Please don't make her repeat it.
What part?
I haven't broken any laws.
When accusing a large group of people of a crime, it is commonplace for a single member to stand as a representative of the group.
What people?
I thought that would be obvious. Your race.
People.
Yes, dear. People.
This isn't fair!
I know, that's why there's a trial.
The waiters are here!
At last, my favourite part.
You best think fast. The evidence is overwhelming.
Don't do this! Stop! You can't!
Where were we?
What you're about to witness is the dramatic retelling of historic accounts. Do not avert your eyes. Do not sit there and drift off. We have measures in place to make you listen.
Wake up, darling, come on.
I'm sore.
I know.
Kiss me?
Not right now.
Why am I sore?
You don't want to know.
There's a crowd coming.
Let them come. Are you afraid?
Yes?
Don't let it show.
I won't. I hope it's quick.
It won't be, but just do what I do and think of fucking each other.
It's not working. Guide me?
Fine. The air is thick like syrup. All I can smell is your perfume, and it reminds me of drinking red wine just as the alcohol begins to reach my brain. We don't make it to the bedroom, and the lamp in the lounge is a casualty as a result. There's glass on the floor, and the phone is ringing, but I still tear away your jeans anyway. I bite your
Lip.
There's a drop of blood and a lot more tongue than before. My nails tear down your back. One of them breaks.
Breaks my skin.
I reach down with one hand and hold your head back with the other, tasting your neck. My fingers search desperately.
There. No, there. There.
Arch with me. Sway with me. Scream with me.
Not here.
Oh, fuck them.
Fuck me.
I did, and we ruined a cushion because of it. The curtains were knocked open slightly, and as we lie on the floorboards, soft, orange lamplight spills over your face. You look transcendent, angelic. God is an orgasm, and you're the messenger.
You bite my nipple and I can't help but laugh. I entangle my thighs tightly with yours. I can't stand losing touch. You still got your work shirt on. It's completely unbuttoned, but still on. Like you've got a foot out the door.
Hey, that's
You're
not...
the first to get up. You always are. You go to fix the lamp, even though you know it's completely fucked. After my pants are on, you don't look at me anymore. You love me, but only when I'm naked, exposed.
That's the real you.
I'm the real me! Not my flesh, not my breasts! My eyes are up here!
I can see your soul between your legs.
You only see what you want to see.
Which is?
Something to lick.
What do they do to you?
I wouldn't know. You refuse to tell me.
Is this going to take long? Cunts.
They're just bitter. Couldn't fuck the lesbian out of us, could you, boys? I mean, you tried your best. There's only so much you can do with your cock. Nothing but a tool of penetration and invasion. Not exactly the most persuasive thing in the world. Even now you tie me to the stake and set me on fire and I still love pussy. Right up until my visca's off. You don't have feelings, though.
Where did that come from?
I really like vaginas.
Have we got this?
I think so. There are a lot of them.
A lot of people hate fags. So much for civilization.
I fucking love you.
I loved fucking you.
Glad to know where I stand.
There's no use in hiding it now. And I mean, I really fucking loved it.
Well, I guess there's that. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings. Now, can I get a cigarette before you light me up?
They burned. As I recall, it took 10 minutes. Wasn't that delightful carbon monoxide either, but the real stuff. Blood loss, shock, thermal decomposition, ugly stuff.
And this is evidence how?
You're really thick, aren't you? Naive, but still thick.
Stop patronising me and give me a straight answer!
Where do you live?
Melbourne.
City, suburb, or rural?
City. A townhouse with 2 friends.
Do you read the paper? How do you get your news then?
TV sometimes.
Anything catch your attention lately?
No. You humans are so backwater, so simple. You're the rednecks of the Milky Way.
Fight me!
Not one country has approved homosexual marriage licenses or granted queers complete living rights so far. Why is that? It was rhetorical.
I'll fall in love with a boy. His parents never warned him not to fall in love with monsters, but he does it anyway. He wanted to give me his heart, so I ripped it out of his chest.
I fucked an SS officer once. Well, it was more than once, but it was once upon a time. He was high up and took me on a tour of a camp. I loved him.
I only did what he wanted, but his dad even see it that way. He tried to kill me, and I didn't want to do any more damage. So I ran, but he followed me.
We smoked French cigarettes and drank Russian vodka as we strolled around the pens at sunset. The orange was so deep for a moment I thought the mass graves would come back to life. That, of course, wouldn't happen until I got bored with the Nazis.
He chased me across the stars for so many years that I forgot to stand still. My heels made of stardust, and I got tiny astros stuck in my eyes.
Have you ever been to the 1940s? It's so delightfully bleak, so hopeless. There are fires in the night and screams in the dark. I could just masturbate to it.
I got sick of running for no reason, so one day I turned and I ripped his heart out. It's curious though, now that I know. Will I fall in love with his daughter instead?
All good things come to an end and Hitler got boring. So I packed my bags, snapped my officer's neck, and pointed the Americans towards the nearest smokestack.
We're digressing.
You lack hindsight as a people. You grow smarter, but all that does is dress it up a little. Murder is still murder, no matter what banner it's committed under. Those 2 lesbians found that out the hard way. One man's rejected by a lesbian, next thing you know he's rallying a whole mob against them, in the name of God, or traditional family values, or Fox News.
That actually happened?
What was my first promise?
That you'd never lie to me.
Good girl. Now can you explain it?
Can I explain why 2 women were burned to death for not being straight? Can you?
It's not my life that depends on it.
I have to defend that? You're kidding!
The first promise.
I was being rhetorical.
Don't worry, that was just the warm-up. It's all uphill from here.
You know, I think you're my least favourite.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, you definitely are. The other 2 are at least somewhat likeable. You're just self-righteous, a pure bitch. I went to high school with girls like you.
Enjoy this while you can, sweetheart. We're nearly at the feast.
Feast?
The feast. Oh, and trust me, there have never been girls like me.
That one.
They went down quickly.
I had a big day.
They're usually so full of energy.
Can you just stay here with me for now?
Strange, that's all.
That's fine. I'll go get dinner.
What's wrong with you today? Something's different.
Using new shampoo.
Let me look into your eyes. You're gorgeous.
What do you see?
A million things.
Tell me.
I see the sun setting over a family of pine trees, rays shooting out like sudden realizations. It's swept away quietly before it becomes blinded by a hungry tide. The water swirls and curls together like desperately separated lovers. The blue deepens from mid-morning highlights to vanished star midnights and back again in an instant. It pulses and grows steadily, like an unstable star waiting to burst from a gasp into a scream. Backs heaving against each other, fingers clawing up the spine, lips ajar with blood spilling between them. Crimson red pooling together like forest puddles flooded by wolf paws during a dim twilight. Hungry hunting, horse howling, heavy panting. I see dirt and leaves being upturned, shoveled to make way for more shadows. I see schools on fire, emergency exits welded shut by flash flames, classroom pets holding down melting children, crying out for a chance to grow up, growing up, not growing up. Stunted, stopped, slaughtered. What have you done?
Is that what you said to her?
You know?
Of course I know. I share your bed. I make your meals. I raised your children. Did you think your secrets were actually secrets?
How long have you known?
Since you stopped giving me head. It was a small thing, but you usually did it to get sex. But you stopped.
I was going down with someone else.
I know. I could taste her sometimes. On your lips.
This isn't going the way I wanted it to.
I want you to show me.
Excuse me?
Show me what you did with her.
Don't be stupid.
Show me or I'll scream.
You'll wake the children.
So show me.
Fine. She'd be standing naked by the window every time I came to see her. She wouldn't acknowledge me until I was standing right behind her. My soft kisses turned into hard bites as I tried to get her attention. Any sound, just one moan. I search her desperately, feeling as though I'm failing her. I press things, I kiss others, I move inside her. And yet there's no response. Nothing to let me know she's finding it worthwhile. It may as well be fucking a corpse. I'm annoyed. I'm enraged. I'm on fire with spite. I lied to my wife for you. I left my children alone for you. Can you at least pretend? Can you at least show me what you want me to do? Can you at least come so one of us can sleep easy tonight?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What I did to her.
Stop! Stop!
What was that?
What I did to her. You wanted to feel what she felt. There you go.
You strangled her? Did you stop?
Eventually.
Did she end up making a noise?
I think she gasped once or twice before running out of breath.
Does anyone else know?
No.
Does she have a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend?
She was a frigid bitch. Didn't have anyone.
The body. Will the landlord find the body?
No body. Body's been dealt with.
Where's the body?
It's been dealt with! What's for dinner?
Nothing.
You said there was before.
No, I didn't.
Why aren't the kids awake? Why aren't the kids awake?
They're not done marinating.
What have you done?
Thought you needed to be punished.
They're our children. Our children!
Why? They were our children.
Why? Why then? Why not just kill me?
This is why. This suffering. I wanted this.
Are you happy then?
No, wasn't necessary.
Necessary?
I didn't know you were going to punish yourself like this. That wasn't very fair of you.
Kill me.
Don't be a fool.
I'm not. Do it. Make me into a pizza or a stew or something. I don't care. I want to see them again.
No.
You don't get to say no. You don't get to play with the lives of mortals like that.
I'm sorry, God.
I'm hungry.
You want dinner?
start over. We can. We can.
No other women. No children.
We can start over.
That's it?
Not a good start.
That wasn't enough for you?
Not enough to give evidence against what you're condemning. A whole race of people.
They ate their offspring.
Don't take it out of context.
Smart lad.
She killed their children in revenge for being spurned by their father. A heartless act, yes, but provoked one by the original crime. The cheating husband. If adultery is enough to justify genocide, then you're grasping at straws.
So you're playing the crime of passion card here.
In a manner of speaking.
And you're rather pleased with that, aren't you?
I would say so.
I certainly didn't expect this from her.
Broken, lovesick, emotional, hormonal, selfish child.
She's really held her own here, hasn't she?
Oh, yes.
She's proven herself to be quite a little defender of humanity.
Oh, yes.
It's impressive, isn't it? Gets my loins burning.
Oh, yes.
She certainly is a lot sexier to me now.
Oh, yes.
I could just tear her to shreds.
Oh, yes.
I think we got carried away.
Can you forgive us? Of course you can't. The crime of passion is still a crime and it still has a victim. Next!
Give her a moment.
Next.
Take a moment.
Next!
Very well.
Protective gear on, ladies.
It's like wearing a glove.
You know what they say? No glove. No love.
Can we begin? I'd like to get through this without getting cum in my hair for once.
But it so matches your eyes. So they said we had to clear out the south wing by Monday.
This whole fucking South Wing.
He's a bit of a cunt, but orders are orders.
How many little fuckers does he think we got stacked up in there? A baker's dozen? There's 400 of the fuckers, and they breed like fucking rabbits.
Watch the language. Girls only young. I say we point a pistol in their eye and send them to St. Peter for processing. It's all I'll say for that for now. How are you today, love?
I'm cold. I told him to fix that fucking heater yesterday.
We've got a surprise for you.
No more objections.
Not many more, just a couple.
No.
And then you can have your surprise.
What is it?
Not being in the South Wing.
You'll have to wait and see. Then you can have your surprise. See? That wasn't so bad.
Look fucked.
This is going to report, you twat.
Rise. Rise now, or I'll scream.
That's not how you ask for things, little miss. Fine.
See? I told you we'd get your parents to visit.
How do they fit in there?
They just...
They just do.
Okay.
So, do you want to get started on tonight?
Too fucking tired today. If you want to grab a squad and get cracking, that's fine by me, though.
Point a pistol in their eye and send them to St. Peter. Point a pistol in their eye and send them to St. Peter.
6 Jews were lined up outside the gates of heaven after the Holocaust. Each one was bald, naked, and starving. They were all confused as to why they weren't allowed to pass the gates.
I stood at the edge of the tiles. My mother let go of my hand and argued with the soldier. She was a shadow of the former self. She weighed less
Ferguson, exhausted and sexually deprived. He asked them why they hadn't knocked. But by this stage, they were too tired to think of something that they would have done when they were alive. Didn't even cross their minds now they were dead.
The yard was empty and the officers were having their afternoon whiskey, so we were alone. He held my hand like a rifle and fractured my thumb, but I stayed quiet. I wanted to hear what was happening in the basement bathroom. I think he could read minds because he took me by the chimney.
After 7 days of waiting, the Jews decided that much like Earth, heaven hadn't treated them as they expected. So they knocked on the gates, and when St. Peter finally answered, they clocked him over the head and stole his wallet.
I helped pour in the little tablets and heard the collective sigh from below. I committed 2 sins that day. I helped kill my mother, and I let a sulphur touch me right after you told me to do it.
So he said we have to move them over to the South Wing by Monday.
The South Wing? That place has been a fucking ghost town for 9 years now. Why the sudden change of heart?
He's a bit of a cunt, but orders are orders.
I know.
Watch them. Go get it.
Good morning, love.
Not your love.
Someone's feisty today. Do your chains need changing?
Don't fucking touch me.
I got this one.
Be careful, she's different today.
She's still a scrawny little bitch like always. Why are you so touchy today? What's wrong?
Fuck off.
Are you feeling unloved? Is that it?
I said fuck off!
You're getting on with the days. We can't spend as much time with you as we used to. The other kids need our attention too. What the fuck was that for?
Back away now.
What?
Get away from her!
What are you talking about?
How many others?
Excuse me?
How many other children did you do this to?
I don't.
How many?
A lot! A fuck ton!
How many of the South Wing 9 years ago?
A lot!
How many?
More than a baker's dozen! You can leave.
You can get out.
For once in your life, you can just walk out.
No chains. Your chains are broken on the floor.
So how about this one?
No.
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 You ungrateful bag of meat! Sister, stop! I give you justice, and this is how you repay my generosity by denying me of my day. I did not. This is a kindness that I do for you. Human beings are just a Lutheran waiting to be severed.
A silver lining does not count as a kindness. You've already made up your mind.
The trial is over. Let the feast begin.
So what happens now?
We have a deadline to meet. Certain interested parties want a complete cleanup.
It's time for the hangover.
That's enough.
So all this is pointless? You were going to go ahead with whatever this is, regardless of what I answered?
Not exactly. It's a flexible deadline.
So I fucked up.
It's not entirely your fault. Our patience has worn thin over the years. We've been doing this a very long time.
Longer than long. The longest time I've ever known.
Are you going to eat me?
Probably.
Will it hurt?
Definitely.
Well, I guess it's fitting. Will you use my case as evidence at the next trial?
There won't be any more trials.
Right. Well, let's get it over with.
Stop. We're doing things differently this time.
What do you mean?
You mean I get to keep her?
Yes.
You can't be serious.
Am I ever not?
Oh, I'm going to get you new clothes and a new collar and a new haircut. What are you doing?
The trial is over. You lost, but that's hardly your fault. The evidence was overwhelming, and the presence of any hope was circumstantial. You, however, brought heart to the matter. You intrigued me, and it would be a shame for you to burn with the rest of the apes.
You really can't be serious.
Deathly!
You mean not a pet?
Not a pet. A sister.
What?
Apparently we're voting whether to make you like us or not.
Not voting. This isn't a democracy. This is my set.
And mine!
You would choose not to be like us?
Give me a good reason to choose it.
Life.
Sex.
Dental plan.
Drink this. It'll hollow you out. No heart, no soul. No feelings, no problems.
And then I burn them with you? Every last one of them?
That's the plan. Human beings, they always think a martyr will change things. It changes nothing.
We roast them.
Yes, but first, anyone hungry?